What is going on, brother? How are you doing? What is up?
Man, it's been a rough day. Driving home to go get now. I got school pickup duties now, and man, I'm like, and this is at like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm dozing on my way home. I'm tired, so I figured what better way to close out the night than a little bit of rum and coke.
Oh man, that's gonna put you straight to sleep. It's a good thing you're not doing like the Wayne. What is it? The Tech Bot After Dark. I was about to say Wayne
Yeah, I
Tech
stopped
After
that
Dark.
one a while ago.
It's a good thing you're not still doing that one. It would get interesting real fast. What's going on? I see that you got this golden Mickey back behind you. What is that?
That is a popcorn. It's a golden popcorn bucket. It's in the shape of the typical Mickey balloon. They've got all kinds of different colors now, stuff like that. And that may eventually be a giveaway that I do. But I've got an even better one planned for next week. So, but yeah, that's my kids. That we take that because you ever want to come by, I'll give you guys come by on Wednesdays. I'll give you a little tip on how to use that to save some money.
How to use that to save some money. Everybody should be checking out that tip. Man, we have a lot of interesting stuff going on today, and I've probably found some stuff that you didn't even know existed, like a Marvel mystery bag that's only available in the UK. We got the new Outcast golden, what is it? The gold 12-inch versions of those guys. And then we got a really awesome guest that's going to be joining us. I'm going to say Lass Ketchum.
Lass, I think.
Lass Ketchum, but I'm afraid to say her name, right? Because I'm not real good with names, and that's why I make you say all the names. So how
And
how
I
do you say this?
torture him even more.
Yeah, no, go ahead and torture them. That way I don't feel so bad.
And we do have last week's. I put him away somewhere. Hold on.
What are you looking for?
We do have last week's word pop.
Oh yeah, the you mean the game that you won't even give me the word to? This is about garbage.
Yes.
This is about garbage.
And you guys can ask Lass. He
I
was
can't
even
get the
backstage
name.
going, "Where's
What's the name? I thought it was gonna be
what's
sneaky.
the word?" And I said,
Yeah,
"Hell
I was
no, I
gonna
ain't
be
telling you."
sneaky. I was gonna slide it in there. See how my luck played out on that one. It didn't play out very well. So which one was the last week's soda again?
Dick Dastardly common.
All right. So this week's soda is gonna be Bebop, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I have not taken Bebop out of this can. So we know that the pogs and the product don't always match. So at some point I'll actually take him like out of the bag and see if this is the common or if it's not. But you'll just have to stick around for the word pop and we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna drop it here in a second. So let me ask you something. Did you know that there was a mystery bag that's only available in the UK?
No, I didn't.
So there is check this out. I had to pull a picture up because I know everybody's going to want to see this. No one's going to believe me that this thing truly exists. There is a Marvel mystery bag that is only available in the UK. Now you can find it on Pop in the Box UK, but it's currently sold out right now. So don't get mad at me for showing you something that's sold out. I'm gonna make you see it anyways. Maybe
I would love to get a hands on them. If it's a Marvel mystery bag, that'd be
awesome. It is. So it's gonna be a 4 pop bag, which is kind of strange to me, right? I mean, because it's in the bag and we know the bag's not going to really survive through shipping or anything like that. I think the bag is more of a novelty thing for Christmas than it is like reality. It's probably coming in some kind of separate box, but I wanted to bring that on there because
I like how it looks like like a Santa's sack of toys type thing, which is kind of cool.
Well, I think that was the point, right? Is that they were making this Santa sack almost. I don't know, but it's really cool. If you're in the UK and you get one of these guys and you get him open, how about send me a picture on Instagram as to what's coming in them? Because I truly want to know what pops are in this box. And it's not even that expensive. So the bag right now is selling for $24.99, but it is currently sold out. I mean, I thought that maybe I could go on Pop in the Box UK and maybe I could get that shipped here into the United States, but it's sold out, so it's not even worth trying.
Well, I mean, especially if it's sold out already, I mean, that's just going to be even harder. But I mean, I think that's kind of wrong when you're going to tease something like that but I guess they kind of do it both ways. UK gets teased with a lot of stuff that we only get over here that they don't get. So I guess it's all fair.
Yeah, no, I think it's super cool that they got this bag. Like I said, though, if Andy Roberts or one of your really awesome, like, members are watching right now, I see that Andy's in the chat. How about if you get this box, send me a picture on Instagram because I just wanna know what comes inside of it. I mean, I am just really curious as to what Marvel stuff they're gonna put in there. Before we do this drawing for this, word pop, you wanna hit that chat room real quick?
Yes, I'm just double checking, making sure because we did have a pretty good turnout last week with it. So I'm just making sure I did get everybody into the wheel.
Oh, that's
But let's
pretty
hit that
awesome.
chat shout. You guys are always out there. Of course, we got Jesse Lou, comics and pops. He usually listens because he usually is on the way home. And we may tease a little bit of news later on that Wayne and I have been mulling over a little bit.
Pause for a second on Yesy Lou. Speaking of Yesy Lou, don't give me any more like mini heart attacks with the accidentally putting a couple of extra zeros on there. I mean, just don't do it today.
Yes,
I mean,
that
let's
was that was still very very interesting that he did that. So like I said, luckily from what I understand, he got this all corrected.
I understand that he did too, so I truly hope that that's the case right now. If that's not the case, how about throw a comment down there and let us know.
Exactly, and but yeah, there. Well, let's keep going with the chat. We'll keep hitting that up a little bit. We've got the Chase's Kingdom. Hails to the Kingdom in the house. What's going on, man? Of course, we got Les in watching as well, and she's sitting in the backstage. But we're gonna get to her shortly. We've got one of our favorite fans from over in the UK, Andy Roberts. Man, he other than last week because he didn't enter, he's been killing it on
He's
Word
been
Pop.
killing
So
it, killing it.
just,
I
just
got his package in the mail too. I was so proud of myself for getting his package in the mail.
forewarn y'all, he is in this week's drawing. So,
Warning in
or I'm
advance.
just warning you now. We got the one, the only, the best instigator of them all, the Bearded Barbarian Collectibles. What's going on, man? We've got BK Phipps in the house. What's happening? How you doing? We've got OTT with G all the way from Missouri. I
OTT with
appreciate you
G,
coming
what is
by,
going
hanging out with
on?
us. We've got Simon Crook. What's going on, man?
Simon's
He was
always
actually partaking in my Disney live quite a bit the other day, and I think just barely missed the first chance at the coffee.
okay, so speaking of Simon, Simon is from Canada. Me and Simon have kind of been on Instagram here lately, kind of chit-chatting back and forth. He won one of the drawings a couple weeks ago or in and I got that mailed off to him. Simon picked me up the giraffe from Toys R Us that's, Canada
Oh,
only, the Robin version, sent me a picture of
nice!
it. Oh, yeah, that's a truly, truly appreciate you. Truly appreciate you. Can't wait
That's
to get my
awesome.
hands on that one.
Who else we got? We got Zach Bonifer in the house. What's going on, man? Appreciate it. We've got the human fact checker, JKL Awesome. Speaking of JKL Awesome, do stay tuned. We will advertise it. We are working on, and it may come out during next week. We're still working out the details, but we are talking about doing a holiday edition can
Oh,
version.
man, y'all just hate yourselves. Why do you hate yourselves so much?
So I'm just going to throw that out there. We're still working on the details, but I'm sure we will let you guys know when we have more of the details figured on out. If I missed anybody else in here,
Chep
yep,
3
I got
Pops is
Chef
in the
Three
house,
Pops.
yes.
What's going on, Kevin Shaw,
Kevin
man? What's
Show, that's a
happening?
new one. How are you doing
We
today?
got now. I think he's been there a couple times. We
Yeah,
got
Kevin Show?
James Bashirs. What's happening, buddy? Appreciate you. Supreme Pops. What's going on, man? Haven't seen him in a little while.
We got
And we cut. I mean, you guys
we
have
got
been
we
tearing it
got
up down
James
here.
in the house. Yeah, they've been killing it over there in the chat right now. James is in the house.
So, and I don't know if even if you were planning on going to this, but before we do this first giveaway, in fact, I will actually give you guys the first letter tonight, right now, real quick. You ready?
I'm ready. What is it? I'm gonna figure this one out first. The first letter is T. That doesn't tell me anything. Not a thing. And you said your wife helped you out with this one, right?
My wife actually helped pick this one tonight
Shh.
because I was trying to figure out
Um,
a word, and she helped me out with it.
none of us
Because
have a
you
clue.
know me, I like to theme. I like to theme what my words are, and
None
there
of
is
us
a
are gonna
theme
have a
to it
clue.
tonight.
None of
But
us.
we have been talking about back and forth, and we will actually be reaching out to a few of our longtime, viewers and watchers that to kind of get some because we want to get everybody's opinion and stuff like that and make sure something works for everybody. But we are going through, and it may not even happen to the beginning of the year,
Yeah, I
but
think we decided that it would the
we're
beginning of the
talking about a
year, we're
little bit
gonna
of retooling,
yeah,
maybe a
we're gonna
little
do a little bit of
rebranding.
rebranding. Yeah, the
Yeah.
beginning of the year.
So look forward to some new stuff coming in the new year. But we still got some great things. We got last, of course. I think we're gonna do something at the towards the end of the month of the top 10 of the year. Our
Top
each one
10
of our
top
top 10 of the year.
top 10 of the that we can definitely do that. That'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, next year we're gonna do a little bit of rebranding. We're talking about doing this show on a different day, maybe at a different time. We're trying to really make it more convenient for everybody to
Yeah.
come and hang out with us because we understand that this is a rough time of the day for anybody that's on the West Coast. Like our friend JB right now, I think it's 3 there right now. He's still currently at work and then in the Canada, it gets kind of weird. So we're gonna adjust a few things, make a few tweaks. So just kind of bear with us a little bit coming into next year, but it won't happen until next year. So we got plenty of time to
So
prepare.
we're gonna make sure, like I said, get detailed. But I will give you guys one little bit, and this is probably something you'll hear us say every week. That do remember that we've always done our Patreon only giveaways at the end of the month. This we've actually talked about this. This isn't something we decided quickly because we've been talking about it for a while. But this is gonna be the last one.
Yeah,
Uh,
this is gonna be the last one for the Patreon.
both Patreons will be shut down as of the first of the year, and our sole focus will be going towards our memberships.
And that goes back to a point of rebranding, right? I mean, at some point you have to take a step back and kind of collect yourself back together and then kind of come back out with some new stuff. So once again, don't panic. We've got other
We'll
stuff that's
still
in the
be
works.
here.
Yeah. We've got other stuff that's going to be in the works, so don't panic. It's still going to be all good.
We'll still
Getting
be here. You'll get plenty of me bashing
yeah,
Robert Pattinson for years to come.
you better hope he does a horrible
You get
job.
plenty of me bashing DC for years to come. Even though I'm wearing a actually Flash T-shirt, but that's beside the point. And but you'll still get plenty of both of us. So
You better hope that he just does a horrible job. I mean, you better hope that
I
he's
hope
like
if I still am putting my money onto that, he is going to do a horrible job, and I'm going to be sitting back saying, "I told y'all so."
so talking about the Funko Gold, that Funko Gold line, I don't know how many of us have really gotten into the Funko Gold, but that's something that I've like dove into, right? I mean, I knew that I was going to dive into that from the very beginning, from the word go, because to me, this is the gap between your Funkos and your sideshow, right? I mean, this to me is that gap that you're looking for. Have you seen the new Outcast?
I've seen them. I think the Andre 3000
Top the
looks
heat. How
pretty
you doing, brother?
good. The big boy, I don't really think that one is really shown too well. I mean, these ones really, I don't mind them. I think they're interesting, but I definitely think that they are. You got to find a character that really speaks to you on these ones. To be honest with you, like I said, if I was able to easily get that Tom Brady in the Patriots uniform, I probably would have been all over it. But that was a chase, so of course that's a lot harder to get.
Right, right. I mean, and we don't really know what the what the chase odds are on Funko Gold, right? We don't know if it's one in every 3, if it's one in every 6, if it's one in every 10. I don't think anybody has really gave that out yet. But here, let's go ahead and spin for the winner of last week's.
So this is going to be the winner of last week. We had a total of 6 people that
That's
entered
pretty
in
good.
last week.
Oh
So
yeah,
thank you all for joining us with it and being a part. I think this is still something pretty fun to do. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle this up a couple times and let's spin. Are you freaking kidding me?
oh my! The wheel must be weighted toward Andy. Hey, congratulations.
My God, the word pop has done him well. I swear, every single time he's on word pop, it rolls his way.
Hey, it's weighted in that
It's
direction or
not
something.
rigged, people. I swear to God, it is not rigged.
Oh, that is
Wow,
awesome.
I'm
That
just
is
as
awesome.
surprised as the rest of y'all.
Hey, look, that's pretty awesome. I like that. Congratulations, Andy. That one will be heading out to your way soon. So talking about the Funko Gold, right? I mean, everybody. Well, I mean, I guess I talked about it enough that everybody knew that I was going to buy into that line, hook, line, and sinker. Right? Just like I bought into the sodas day one. I like
Mhm.
the stuff that's a little different than your pops, right? I mean, I still enjoy my pops, but I like the stuff that's just a touch different. And check these guys out. So this one is going to be the 12-inch Andre 3000. I think that this one's okay. I mean, it's just okay.
Like I said, I think the Andre 3000 isn't bad. It at least has a better characteristics of him, but the big boy one just doesn't even do well.
And then we have the big boy. Now, I'm going to be honest with everybody. I don't honestly know that when I see these, I see Outcast. I mean, it's I don't
Yeah,
know.
the molds aren't. Whoever was making this one didn't really. I mean, the only way you can really tell that it's Andre is from the clothing because he really used to wear very weird clothing. But I don't know. I saw them. I was like, I don't know. I know they're supposed to be making that after the Miss Jackson video kind of look, but yeah, I didn't get it.
Yeah, so I'm a little disappointed in how these guys turned out versus, like, the Biggie. Because when I see the Biggie, I know that's Biggie Smalls, right? I mean, there's no mistake to me that that one's Biggie Smalls. When I see these 2, I mean, I'm just not so I'm not so bought in to the fact that I know exactly who they are. I'm probably still gonna get them though just because they're Funko Golds. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
I think he needs a little smoky.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I'm sorry. I had it. I was looking at
Andy,
something else.
thank you, buddy.
Truly, truly appreciate you, Andy. I don't know how you keep winning that word pop, but congratulations on it.
3 for 3, man.
3
Three
for
for 3.
3. 3 for 3.
That's some serious. That's some
Oh.
serious shit. You lucky you my boy. Damn!
I love that clip. I love that clip.
Well, I noticed we're not the only ones that love it because there's a lot of channels now that are throwing that clip in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a lot of them now that are throwing that clip in there, so we're not the only ones that thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, we
So
got 2 we flicked between, depending on which channel you're coming on.
so did you pick up any pre-orders here lately? Any pops, any pre-orders,
No
anything like that going
pre-orders.
on?
I did actually the first time in a while, to be honest with you. I did buy a item off of Funko during that whole we're gonna drop a new item every hour, blah blah. I mean, you know me. I had to get the Captain the Captain America zombie. I mean, it just had to go with my collection.
So you did get the Cap Zombie?
Mhm.
I did not pick up that Cap Zombie, and Andy, if you don't enter today's giveaway, I'm going to be pissed off at you. I mean, you might as well see if you can keep that going. What do you mean? You need to enter today's. I did not pick up that
Wait,
Cap
which one did I?
Zombie.
What did I miss?
Andy says over there that he's not going to enter today's giveaway, and I said, "Oh, absolutely not. You're going to enter today's giveaway."
Bearded said you got to enter.
Yeah, he's got to enter. There's no way that you got to. You got to see if you can keep that streak going. I was disappointed in that captain that captain was not a 12-inch. So I wanted to see 10-inch. I wanted to see that captain in a 10-inch, but it's not a 10-inch. But I thought it was advertised as a 10-inch. So I'm a little confused on what's going on there.
The cap one, I don't know. Like I said, I just got it because I knew it would be a good addition. You know, me being a big Captain America fan and a big fan, of course, of the Marvel Zombies. Although that wasn't a Marvel Zombie actual line, it was a What If line. But hell, I'll take it. I don't care.
That's right. Well, I mean, I think that they kind of had to do it in the What If line to make that one go, right?
Yep. Now I did get a big box in. I might as well. I was gonna do a little short on it, and I still may. But I did get a big box in. I wanted to actually open. Oh, I actually already opened it, so I saw what it is. But I want to show you guys what it is because
Oh, it's getting serious. Oh man, that box looked like they played rugby with it.
giant box, and of course, I did finally get my Galactus.
Oh no, no, you didn't. Dun dun dun. Is that the Chase variant? Oh,
No.
I was about to call you.
It's
names.
a regular one, but I'm okay with that. And the downside about it, and the only reason it got opened up because this box is trashed. So I was kind of annoyed, and I had the only thing I got was right here along the seam, got crushed in.
All right, so let me tell you something that's funny. So mine came in just like that. The box on the outside was trashed. The box on the inside took very minimum damage. It was so minimum that I decided that I wouldn't like try it and become a Karen over it. But
Yeah,
it
that's kind of where I'm at with it. I mean, really, other than that little indent there, and I mean, if you look, you really because it's a black box, you really got to look for it.
Right.
So I'm not really gonna, go over it. But I do agree. I originally wanted to chase the orange one, but I think after seeing more and more people with the red one, I definitely like this one a lot better. So I'm actually kind of glad I got the non-chase.
All right, so I feel the same way you did. It is I wasn't 100% upset that I didn't get the chase. If I would have gotten the chase, that sticker would have been cool because I love the sticker shop. But I mean, I didn't get it, and I was okay with it. Mine also took damage, so it's kind of funny that yours came in that way as well. I think it has something to do with the holidays. I kind of gave my
Yeah,
mailman a
I
pass right now.
I don't usually get damaged boxes, but I've had out of my last three boxes, I've just gotten the boxes have been mangled, and
I'm
and I
giving
kind of
them
get annoyed with it.
I'm giving them a pass right now. With the holidays, I can only imagine that you've quit stacking boxes now, you're throwing them. I mean, because there's so many of them that are riding through. I can only imagine, like, the headache that's going on.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to a certain extent. In my young years, I actually used to work for UPS for about 13 months, package loading trucks. And if you don't think that they don't throw your packages, you're living in la la land. Because a lot of times when we used to load 3 trucks at a time, and if you got backed up from that belt, you were just tossing boxes back towards your first truck. And really, it don't put fragile on your boxes. Really
That makes it
don't,
worse, yeah.
because it's actually a common joke in most processing or buildings. They're like, oh, what is this? Fragility? I don't know what that is. Toss it. They don't care.
I mean, look, it's that time of the year right now that I'm giving them a pass just for a little bit. I mean, because y'all already know that my box is coming trashed anyways, so I'm giving them a little pass right now. That if it comes in a little extra damage, I understand, right? I mean, the frustrations are probably high at this moment.
We did the beard barbarians today. We get the 18-inch Iron Man. I did not.
I
Um,
Go ahead.
I did not. I mean, maybe if it was a cap, I might have. But I wasn't impressed overall. I think they should have, if they were going to make a 10-inch, they should have given it a better pose than kind of regurgitating it. To be honest with you, I didn't think it was that good of looking of a pop.
So I've seen some channels that open that up, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm really disappointed and actually happy that I didn't get that pop. So the front of it looks like the mold must have taken some damage because the front of it has this kind of warped look to it,
Mhm.
which tells me as somebody who's coming from blow mold and injection molding like background that the mold took some kind of strange damage or wasn't tooled properly. And then on the eyes are stickers. That's not paint on the eyes, so they put stickers where the eyes are supposed to be, and I'm so confused as to why you would put a sticker. I mean, why didn't they mask that off and paint it real quick? I'm so there's because of those two reasons, I wouldn't get it, and I'm not upset that I didn't get it. I mean, I wish that they would have done more with it.
Yeah, and Pup T said. I mean, he was surprised it was a bobblehead. I wasn't, just because it's Marvel and that's part of their contract. All Marvel and all Star Wars must be bobbles.
It wasn't a bobblehead, though, is what he's saying.
I thought it
It
was.
was not a bobblehead. No, I
I
was
thought
as
I saw
surprised as
somebody's
he
channel
is.
and it was a bobble.
No, I was as surprised as he was that it's not a bobblehead. It is a fixed head figure.
Maybe I watched it too quick or something. But I could have sworn I saw that it was a bobble.
No, it's fixed head. I was just as surprised as he
Maybe with
was.
that size of head, mass on
Yeah,
head, maybe there's not a spring big enough. You're gonna have to take the
yeah,
spring from your car tire just
that's
to
right.
hold that damn head up.
Yeah, I mean, they could have did more with that one. I mean, when Chase originally said, well, it was going to be a metallic, and I thought, well, if it's a metallic, then that's going to bring it something special. It's not a metallic. It's the same color as every Iron Man that they made. It's the same mold. There's something wrong with the tooling on the front of it. I mean, there was that pop was a little off, and it felt rushed. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, just by putting stickers on the eyes. Since when did Funko put stickers on the eyes? I mean,
paint those things, man.
yeah, I mean,
Stop
take
getting
two.
cheap.
Yes, take 2 extra seconds and put some paint on them. I mean, I don't know. For those reasons, I
I don't.
won't get it. The
Personally,
only
if I did buy it, I'd take those damn stickers off and paint it myself.
yeah, the only 18-inch pop that I would have probably gotten so far was the 1980s Batman that they only did 1,700 of. They
I
kinda
might have
slid
done the
in
Groot. I
they
might have done
slid
the
it
Groot.
in the middle of the night. I totally missed it, and that's been, like, 2 years ago now. That was the one that I would have went after. Groot was okay. Groot to me is They need to actually like have Groot instead of continuously doing the like tiny cute Groot. They need to do
That's
like
true.
the real Groot.
Although the Pikachu would have been kind of interesting because at 18 inch, I mean that's like a life size
Yeah,
Pikachu
it's a life
that
size
you got
Pikachu.
sitting in your corner. You got to freak somebody out.
Yeah, you can freak everybody out. It's bad enough when people come to my studio, they already get weird. Could you see me having an 18-inch Pikachu in the corner? Oh man, that'd get funny fast, funny
Chase
real
said here,
fast.
people losing their minds on a paint job trying to get their yeah. Like I said, you go cheap, you run
I
into
mean,
problems. You
yeah,
know that's why Funko likes NFTs because technically they don't have to make anything.
that's right. I mean, but the NFTs aren't that bad. What'd you think about that latest NFT run?
I mean, it's still a dying company. I mean,
It is.
I don't I didn't even know they released them to be honest with you because like I said I don't follow NFTs at all. I just don't do them. I don't understand them and I just don't care for them.
It's a dying brand, but hey, before we get into the festival of fun, let's pull in Lass so she can tell me
Yes,
what her
let's
real
bring
name
her
is.
on in.
Yeah, I need her to tell me
There's
what her
a
name is.
great channel here. If you guys are not subscribed to her, you guys are missing out. You need to. She's got some real fun, entertaining videos. Welcome in, Lass Ketchum. What's going on?
Ketchum. Is
Hey
that how you say?
y'all.
How do you say your name?
Well, my channel name is Lass Ketchum.
Lass Ketchum.
I just think
got you.
ketchup. I think my kid said that one time when they saw your channel. She goes, ketchup?
Yeah,
Ketchum.
ketchup. I mean, I like to eat. Why not? It's
Ketchum.
appropriate.
Hey, so I gotta ask you something. Where'd your accent come from?
Well, I was born in Abilene, Texas, raised in Cross Plains, Texas, which I was, redneck baby town, like including elderly people out in the country. It was like a population of 1,000. Okay. So that's where I grew up country wise. And then I spent most of my adult life in Abilene, but it's just Texas.
Just Texas. I got
Just
you.
Texas.
Just
I drove through Texas one time. It's a big damn state.
Oh my God. If we've ever had to drive anywhere, you spend 90% of your trip just trying to get out of Texas. It's huge. That's real.
I swear it took us basically almost an entire day to get out of freaking Texas.
So I've been in Texas in like the dead center of summer where it's just the hottest as it's gonna get.
Hottest
And
80s.
that's the only place that I've ever been to in my entire life that when you touch those metal poles to keep people from driving into buildings can burn your ass.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, you hit it and you jump. You're like, oh!
We're like triple digits. Like right now, it's December, right? It was like 85 today or something stupid, like it's December, y'all. That's not normal most places,
Well, I'm born and raised Georgia for 32 years of my life, so I understand.
Yeah, for real.
So, with starting your YouTube channel, were you a collector before your YouTube channel, and what got you interested in starting the channel?
Well, one real quick to Zach over here. I have recollected my sanity and I can talk like a normal human being now. Side note. So anybody's wondering, I got one of my top grails yesterday, literally, which happens to be sitting here with me babysitting it.
Oh, Hannibal Lecter, that's a good one.
That is a really good one.
God. Anyway, okay, I'm going to put them down. Anyway, collecting, that's what we're talking about. So I don't know. I guess like as a young person, I was probably like normal stuff collecting. Like, I don't know, you pick up rocks, you have like little art, you have whatever, you know what I mean? Like I liked all kinds of things. But prior to Funko, probably the thing I collected the most was maybe DC because I'm a big Batman fan, which I know we're not like the huge DC fan over here, but I freaking love Batman, like in a sick way I can't even explain. If he was real, I'd probably stalk him down. Okay. Love Batman. But I would have things like that. Like I'd have like robes and Batman, whatever, little stuff like that. But my husband is a bigger collector than I am. And he actually got started more and more into Funko. So I'm seeing it more and more. He got me a few gifts and I started seeing stuff I like. And then the collecting slowly exploded. And when it turned into a channel was really, this last like 2020. Because it's kind of like we're at home. You know what I mean? Like, what do we do? How do we socialize? And not trying to get too heavy, but during that same year, I got diagnosed with some chronic illness stuff. So I had chronic illness mixed with being trapped at home more. And I was like, I got to do something or I'm going to lose my dang mind. I got to like connect with people. I got to have some more joy, some more fun, some more things in my life. So this channel and this collecting stuff was just like a way of stepping out of real life. You know what I mean? Like less stress, more fun, things that make me smile, connect to memories, fun, whatever. So my channel has been very intentionally fun. Like I refuse to make it serious on there. I just want to enjoy it, smile, laugh at myself, be dumb, whatever, and just enjoy it. But I've become obsessed with these because I connect to like nostalgia for myself, my kids, current interests. You know what I mean? Like they kind of cover everything, really.
And you gotta change it up from time to time. But I will still make the comment that just remember, Batman is not a superhero. Captain America is.
He's my superhero. Okay,
he's
mine.
He's not a superhero.
He's a vigilante. He's not a superhero.
It counts in my book, so it's all right. Maybe it's in my dreams, Tugbot. All right, let me have it. Okay.
What do you mean he's not a superhero? He's
not a superhero. He doesn't have superpowers.
Neither does the Punisher, or I could name off a whole. He's a superhero too.
The Punisher's
we
not
can
a
all
superhero.
Be superheroes.
Oh, man,
cheesy moment.
He's a vigilante. It's different.
Come on. He's a superhero.
Cap's a super soldier. He's a superhero.
Oh Lord, here we go. What do you think about the new Batman? Let's get Chris wound all the way up. What do you think about?
Oh, honestly, with Robert Patterson, I honestly don't know because I have never been I've never cared about anything this man has been in other than what was it? He was in The Lighthouse or something that was actually like scary.
He's a chick flick actor.
I mean,
but I'm like, as far as Batman goes, I don't know. Like, I'm going to see his movie, but I don't know how I feel about it yet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. The jury will be, in session that day. I don't know.
I'm going to film. I might even film. You might even see the camera just on me the whole damn video. And I'm going to film watching this stupid movie. And I'm going to prove everyone that it's horrible. And Robert Pattinson is going to be the worst Batman, just above George Clooney.
I really hope he's good. I really do. Because I just want him to be just because it's Batman. Like, straight up. I'm like, please.
This is what I need you to do. I need you to get your wife to record you setting up this tripod at the movie theater to put your phone on to record yourself. I need all of this recorded. Look here, for your safety, when they try and grab you and throw you out.
Sir, you can't record it here. I'm not recording the screen. I'm recording myself.
Be like, it's just on me, guys. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm going to need you to record all of it. All of it's what I'm going to need you to record. That's going to be funny.
See, Jesse Lou's right. Rich is not a superpower.
Jesse Lou, I still love you despite your wrong views. It's okay.
This is going to be a great show. This is going to be awesome.
Oh, come on, man. I thought you were on my side, OTT. What's up with that?
I'm just trying to be hopeful. You know what I mean? Like, I really am. I'm like, Robert, pull something out. All right. Let this be your shining moment of glory.
He's going to come sparkly and have a pink cape.
Ideally, don't do that.
They're trying to pull in a younger crowd.
Keep the shiny for the lame vampire show. Like, keep it over there.
We have to let them pull in a younger crowd, and that's what they're trying to do with them.
If that actually happens, I would record that too.
Yeah, no, you have to.
I would almost want to buy some type of I don't know. If they sold shiny Batman figures, I'd probably buy one just because it'd be freaking hilarious. You know what I mean? So, I'm not totally against it. That'd be collectible in my opinion.
Now, the new, what is it, the die-cast Batman is extremely shiny. I mean, it looks like it has a clear coat on it. It's so shiny.
I hate the base, though. They
really? Why?
All this cool stuff, and then they got this plain freaking gray base. I'm like, Funko, you could have made that even black would have been fine. Why this cheap-looking gray bottom?
For $50, make it rotate.
I can get down with that. I can see the problems with that.
Rotating would have been fun.
The Festival of Fun happened today. Now, I'm going to tell y'all in advance that I have a positive outlook on the Festival of Fun. So tell me your thoughts on it because I want to hear them. R is the next word. Letter.
I love how you're writing it down. You're so invested.
Yeah, I got to know what's going on with it.
Although I will say last week's, it actually... I don't know because that's why I'm not telling people what my theme is this week. But last week Chase got it on the first damn letter. I'm like, how the hell did you get that on the first letter?
Well, at least
He
your
was
wife
just
did it
lined
today.
up. He was in sync.
I guess I don't know.
Or he bribed you backstage, whatever.
Maybe.
Festival of Fun. What do we think?
For
Go.
me, I honestly just because like I've been busy. It's Christmas season. We got family birthdays, so I could almost care less about anything coming out right now because I'm like I ain't got money to put that way. But they had my girl Poison Ivy. I already told y'all I'm a DC fan. So I saw it pop up on Hot Topics website, and in between people today, I like real quick bought me just one of those sodas and then went back to real life. But I had to.
Chris, what do you think?
I think the sodas were cool. I just didn't, like I said, I got real busy at the time it was going on. So because I know you were texting me at the same time, and I was out running around, so I just didn't get a chance. The Festival of Fun itself is a dumpster fire. I think that it was really let's look in the warehouse and see what the hell hasn't sold. Well, let's just throw it into a con and throw a sticker on it, and they'll buy it.
Well, so the Jimi Hendrix that was the Funko Shop exclusive I had to get. I mean,
Oh, that's a good looking pop.
I am some like retardedly like fanboy over Jimi Hendrix. I mean, if he was still alive, I would make sure that I seen every one of his concerts. I've read his books. I mean, I just stupid fanboy. So I had to pick that one up. But Funko did something a little different this time, and their last drop, they've done things that were a little different. So you can't sign into your account when you are or when they have this new page come up. You can't sign in to autofill your stuff. They are forcing you to fill out your name, your address, your credit card, all of that stuff before they'll let you buy it. Right. And I know there's a lot of people that don't like this, but there's no waiting room. They announced a drop.
Smart.
And they kept the bots out. Look, I can't say nothing but positive things about that. I mean, you took out that stupid waiting room. I didn't have to deal with the lottery system, and I managed to get through and check out with my pop.
Doesn't matter. We're blacklisted from the lottery system anyways.
Yeah, I know I'm blacklisted from the lottery system.
No, I think that's brilliant, by the way, because the waiting room freaking trash. I got last time I tried the waiting room system, I got in immediately. Then while I'm going in, they kicked me right back out, and I had to start over and then was in line for an hour. I'm like, what the frick, Funko? And then honestly, filling stuff in, it gives everybody a fair chance.
Right.
Like I think that's a lot easier on people. So I think slowing down that process, even though it can make us all more impatient because, reality, we don't have patience. It's just more fair in some ways. You know what I mean?
I agree with you 100% that makes it more fair. And that goes back, we've been talking about combating the bots and combating the bots and combating the bots. And they did it in the simplest form. The simplest form is to take out the technology that makes it faster and make you put it all in yourself. And once they do that, I mean, it changes the game. So I am with that. Anybody who says that they missed out on these pops today, they weren't really trying because they sat on their site for 30 minutes before they shut the site down and then came back and said that they were sold out. I don't honestly think they were sold out. I think Funko just did a buy to make process. So I think that they're going to what did Pokemon call that? A pay to print or print to pay or something, print to order. That's it. So I am convinced that they just did a buy to order, that because they stayed up there forever. When they came back, they said they were sold out. There's no way that they sold out while they were closed down. I mean, I think that was, guys, honest, a trial run on let me make it until I can't make anymore.
I'm thinking that's maybe what. Have you noticed on the new Chomp, like the coffee one, that it's on pre-order and it's been up forever for sale? I'm like, I think they're doing the same thing, where instead of doing this real limited, they're just going to see how many orders they have.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they're never up that long. It's been like an eternity.
There's a lot of Japanese companies that do that, like with the real like transformer setups and things like that. They sell them months before they even make them.
Mm-hmm.
So that way they know exactly how they have to make. They keep it limited that way, and it's a little bit stronger. I remember my friend got one of those. He paid like $200 for this transformer. They ended up breaking the damn thing, and he was trying to figure out how to put it back together.
Dang!
I told him, dude, that's the thing you just set up and you just leave.
That Galactus is pretty sexy, by the way. Like, I'm kind of jealous right now.
Which one?
The Galactus is
your Galactus. Like, honestly, I prefer that one. I never wanted the chase. Like, that coloring is.
I might actually have to take it to my office, to be honest with you.
Do it.
I started taking some of my pops to the office. Everyone keeps. What's funny is I took the zombie Black Panther. And, to me, that was always a well noticeable fit pop. I have more people go, which one's that? How do you not know that's Black Panther? Get out of my office now.
Who are you? Be ashamed of yourself.
Hey, did y'all see that the bearded barbarian said that he's a millennial? He's
Yeah,
a
No,
millennial.
he's not a
obviously. I mean,
millennial. He's a boomer.
Yeah, he's a millennial like I'm a millennial. You're not a millennial. Why would you tell that lie?
All right, boomer.
he's trying to lie over there. Bless, I noticed that you pick up a lot of mystery boxes. Tell me, what is your favorite mystery box?
Ooh, Jesus, that's a heavy question.
That's not a heavy
Okay,
question. That's a good question.
The reason I say that is I suck at picking favorites in general. You ask me about anything, I like too much. Okay, too much. I guess the one I bought Man, now I'm like thinking way too hard about it. I think the one I bought the most recently is usually Stop, Pop, and Roll. But just because I've gotten pretty good boxes, they always come in like good, like minty condition, which I like. And he also, usually the ones I buy from him are at like a super affordable level, like $15 or something. You know what I mean? So even us po folk can get it kind of a vibe. And I'm like, I can handle a box at that price range, like hard. So anyway, I've never had a bad experience. So that's one. And mostly, like I said, that's partly just because he typically like puts out pretty affordable boxes. You know what I mean? Like some of these companies, when you're looking at 50, 60, 70, 80 bucks, $100, I'm like, I ain't got that kind of money to throw around and gamble with. All right. I'm not rich like that. So that's
I've toyed with that before with stuff, and I was mystery box stuff. I love the mystery box, but I wasn't, getting into the spending the $150, $200 for I'm all right. It just gets to be too much. I mean, if it was one thing where, your channel's making the money and stuff like that, and you can put it back in, sure. But I mean, it's just not worth it for.
I was like, I ain't put together enough to even have that together of a channel, period. So I definitely don't got money to be like making money. So let me throw it in all these boxes. I can't do that, y'all. I'm just barely surviving week to week, keeping some videos up for y'all, So I'm just saying, maybe one day, but we're not there yet. Oh, by the way, Tech. So Chase said I need to include you in this heat challenge. Did you see what JKL sent me recently?
No, but I'm ready to see it.
He's got nothing. Oh, God damn it. I'll do it.
So
you try to get in on this?
I have a bag of those sitting upstairs.
Yeah, he's done it.
So my daughter loves to like do this stuff with me, and so we get a 4-pack of these guys, and we have them sitting side by side. And I ordered extra hot sauce. You can actually buy that hot sauce you can actually buy that hot sauce separate. So we now spike all of our ramen noodles with that hot sauce. So if you only use a little bit of it, it tastes great. If you eat that packet, it'll take the skin off the top of your mouth. I mean, God's the honest truth. It is the only thing that I've ever eaten that took the skin off the roof of my mouth. It was that hot. It is.
Don't forget, I got my trophies here.
You tell me when I'm
I got my trophies here.
Let's go. What's up? Okay, we got
he ain't got nothing on me.
Hope you know.
You tell me when. I'm down for that one.
Bet. By the way, TechBot, this is in your honor. I went and added some Jameson Irish to my Red Bull.
Oh, there you go. Gotta keep it up. I'm a huge rum person. I absolutely love rum. And I'm one of those weird people that anywhere I go, like even my neighbor just came back. She was from Czech, and she brought me back some Czech rum. So I always try to find local rum wherever I go. So I kind of got a nice little collection of rum.
I was going to say, I don't drink too often, but I'm 100% a whiskey kind of girl if I'm gonna, okay?
If you're in Texas, you got to be a whiskey.
I guess so. Maybe that goes with it. And the only other thing, which not everybody's into, is I like sour beers. And not the ones that taste like a freaking seltzer. I mean, like real sour beers. Love them.
Yeah, I'm a Guinness person.
Yeah, I like my IPAs. I like my IPAs a lot.
Yeah. He's more of an IPA. I don't do IPAs that much.
I love my IPAs a lot. So Simon, I don't have that problem. I'm one of those rare people in this world that doesn't have that problem. I think it was because I grew up eating hot wings, and I'm from Georgia, so we just ate hot food in general. So
my husband's from Georgia. We put peppers in everything.
Yeah, I've only had that once, and that was after we did the JKL and I did the the Wingstop hottest sauce challenge,
Dang, now you're
which was
making me hungry.
fantastic, by the way. But yeah, it did not like me the next day.
Ugh. Yeah. See, y'all do some crazy stuff. I'm convinced that you just absolutely hate yourself. I caught a video the other day that you kind of snuck in a little like ASMR in there. Are you hinting towards some future videos that you're gonna have coming out? Are we gonna
I'm
see like
telling
some?
you, I don't have any plans ever. If it's not my work schedule, I am winging everything I do. All right. I mean, literally everything. Like in that moment, that was my dumb, overactive squirrel brain where I heard that knife hit that when I opened it, and I was like, "Ooh, that's exciting!" So I just literally was like, "I'm going to share that with y'all," and that was the whole reason. I was like, there was no thought process at all beyond, "Oh yeah, right here, share it with me." That was it.
That was it. It was just in
That
the
was
moment.
the whole thing.
My youngest recently like turned me on to like ASMR, and it's not something that I can necessarily get into. I can appreciate like
ASMR. I gotta ask now. I'm not in with the know how now.
all right,
It's
so I don't.
called the noise pleasure because there's a lot of
Oh,
people
don't tell
that
me it's
find
that
pleasure in noises
mukbang
and
crap.
It's
just like
mukbangs.
God, that's so
everything from
annoying.
how people talk really up close to breathing to eating to like for mine it was the sound of my knife rippling on the cardboard and I was like, oh, that's exciting, you know what I mean? But some people just really enjoy
I don't
noises.
get it.
So
He showed
it
me. I
pulls
never heard
in,
of it
like,
before. Absolutely never
like
heard
a
of it
whole
before.
population of people love this stuff.
And he showed me a video that his daughter was watching, and I'm like, how? What? I was dumbfounded. I'm like, how is this a thing?
Chase, cheers, brother. We
Hey,
we
cheers.
truly appreciate you. And
Thank
I
you,
had
man.
my fingers sitting there
That's some
with.
serious shit.
A little St. Thomas rum for you.
I'm still gonna stick it out with my yoo-hoo. We're gonna yoo-hoo this one out today.
I did want to comment on something someone did say earlier. I think it was Bearded Barbarian, and I don't know where the comment is anymore. Where it said that they just want to see me cry.
Oh, I
which is
thought you were
right here.
talking about his I pee everywhere though comment.
But they be honest with you, the newest chip, being the hottest thing. I swear to God, the moment you ate that, everything on your face wanted to leak. Your nose wanted to leak. I had to keep spitting because my mouth and my eyes. I mean, at that point, it's not really crying. Is it sweating?
I don't know what
Out of
that's
your
called. It's called
I don't
pain.
know.
Is probably the proper word for it.
We're just getting moist.
It's
Moist.
yeah. No, I don't moist. You know, 1 in every 4 people hate that word, right?
I
One
couldn't
in,
resist. I mean, it was the perfect opportunity. How many times do you have that chance? You know,
not very many. I mean,
you
so
set me up to use the word. It happened.
he definitely did set you up for that one. He definitely did. So
Agree. Make sure to be careful with them super chats, people. Jesse Lou figured that one out.
yeah. Oh, I was so happy that he got that one figured out. Look, I felt sick for him.
I think I went back and watched a replay a little bit of that, and both of our faces, the moment you could tell the moment we both noticed it, and we're like, "Oh shit!"
It's like that was.
Did he actually just do what we thought he did?
It's like, yeah, that was an accident. That was definitely an accident.
Now let me ask you this. You know, of course, every great Funko collector always knows what their very first one is.
Well, going with the theme of Lass has squirrel brain is a very special human being. I don't freaking know what my first pop was, but I know what my first Funko product was. I know that because it was a gift in like 2016. And again, I love Batman, just in case no one's clear on that yet. So my sister bought me one of the mugs. You know, they have the Batman coffee mug. And that was my first Funko product ever. And I freaking loved it, obviously, because it's Batman, you know, and I still have it. But as far as pops, I genuinely, no clue. Zero clue. It could have been like so many of them, which I feel is like a sin to not know that at this point. Because most people do know, but I'm literally clueless.
See, I always remember my first one. But of course, this is why we have JKL around. That's why we call him the human fact checker.
Human fact checker.
Only he's going to come out with this, the exact wording of what that means.
No, yeah, no, his brain is freaking brilliant. That's one reason I love him. There's times where he just like spews out information. It's like, how do you even do that?
How did you even retain that? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like
how did you
what is your
retain that?
mind right
He
now? It's
he
amazing,
he
right?
dumbfounded me when we did the Mandalorian show, and I think even he surprised JB because JB is pretty up on his superheroes, but and his Star Wars and stuff like that. But JKL just came with the knowledge.
He has just a lot of knowledge about Star Wars. It just ridiculous amounts of knowledge about Star Wars. I don't even know how you retain that much information about something. Just to
Right?
be honest.
No, yeah, he's definitely got a mind for it. Definitely. Definitely. No, I don't know. I mean, not all firsts have to be special, Tech Bot, okay? That wasn't one of them.
Well, I think mine really wasn't special. It was actually just my first, I think, mystery box I got, and I wasn't even, to be honest with you, I got into collecting Funko when I started doing the video because, again, my channel started out as a tech review channel, and over time, my buddy's like, "Hey, why don't you do like a nerd channel and do Funkos?" And I was like, "I never really did Funkos before," so I'm like, "Screw it, I'll buy some mystery box and see what the hell happens." And did have no plan on really keeping them, to be honest with you. But my first one was that Jack Torrance, and I saw him. I was like, I love The Shining. I'm like, I gotta keep this.
Dude, yes, actually, yeah, I have a Jack from The Shining, the Frozen the Chase.
I got that one
Freaking
too.
love that. I pulled that from a box, and Simon's right over there. You remember the things you want to remember. Our
This
brain
is
knows
true.
what's good. It's got what's up. It's fine. But yeah, no, I love the freaking Jack. That's a cool one.
Walking Star Wars encyclopedia.
Basically. I mean,
Dude,
basically.
yeah,
that's the truth.
legit. Or human Google machine, like
Yeah.
Barbarian said.
So did you get into the sodas? Any of the sodas at all?
Whew, me? Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know how well you see my background there, but there's like several behind me. Woo, got the poison ivy today. And I have more. I've got some in like a drawer over here. I've got some in our bedroom. Okay, in reality, we got crud everywhere. We've even got a Funko Pop in our bathroom. There's one in the kitchen. We got stuff everywhere, but yes. Yes to the sodas. I'll put it that way.
There's a Funko Pop in your bathroom.
Yeah, legit, like right behind. So you can get a real firm visual. Okay, right behind our toilet, we have a window.
He stares at you as you pee.
Yeah, he does. Yes, there is. It's I think it's Yamcha from Dragon Ball Z, if I remember right, actually. But he's just like sitting on the seal on the window right behind the toilet. So you get to have some bonding.
I'd be like, what are you looking at? Don't judge me.
Yeah, like shh, whatever. This is normal, okay? Leave me alone while you're in the bathroom. Whatever, it's fine.
Just pop in the windowsill. No,
My wife
everywhere. I mean, literally, that's
what
what I'm saying. Like most people are like, "Oh no, I have to keep it in one room." I'm like, "We got them everywhere. They're in the garage, living room. This is my office that now is just a giant pop world. Our bedroom, like my old where I used to record videos, was in our bedroom, and there's still a pop wall in there. So I'm like, they're everywhere. And even the kids
my wife
collect them.
had me make this studio so that way I can keep all this stuff in here.
I got
I don't think we have a room in the house that does not have a pop. Genuinely, I'd be shocked.
Did your wife kick you out of the upstairs with it?
Yeah, I got evicted to the basement. So but check this out. I took over the whole basement, and my basement has like a living room, a kitchen, a bathroom. So I'm okay with it. You want to kick me to the basement? This is where I'll go. And I have taken over the whole basement with pops.
Nice.
At some point, they're gonna have to start getting thinned out again, though. Because
Bearded is right about this about JKL, so he does have a dark side to him.
I know this.
He likes his villains, he enjoys them.
That's why he's got that Mandalorian sword.
The dark saber. The
only thing I want, and I know they sell them, and I need to find one. I think Entertainment Earth has them. Is I need to get me a Mandalorian helmet so I can show up on this show just wearing a Mandalorian helmet and just be like, I even lost my train of thought. I can't remember what he says all the time.
I was about to say, I'm just
gonna say it. Just go. This is the way.
He's talking about Grogu holding toilet paper.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any pops in my bathroom. I was evicted to the basement. I'm down in the basement.
I feel like that's the theme for most people, but that was the advantage of us all collecting in this family. So like nobody cares. They've just taken over the house. It's like whatever.
I mean, that works. I mean that definitely works.
Now, what would you say? No, actually, I could probably answer this because you just got it. But I was going to say, what is your after the massive amount of collection from Funkos to Chomps to sodas? What is your absolute favorite pop?
My current one that I'll probably have some weird dreams about.
Is that one?
Probably my Hannibal. Like specifically, like I also recently I got like the old school Hannibal Lecter from the old movie, but like, oh my god, I don't know if y'all have seen the Hannibal series with Mads, but I'm not much of a fangirl, but I'm like, I could like lick this pop. I love it like more than I probably should. Okay, so
I think my only grail that I really would ever like go for would be that. Remember they had that the glow Marty McFly.
yeah,
Yes.
The green glow
Yes.
Marty McFly.
That's a
That
cool
one
one.
would be awesome.
Wasn't that like a Pop in the Box exclusive or something?
No, it was like some off-brand company. I can't remember, but it was exclusive. It went super fast. It was super limited quantities. But
Mhm.
yeah, because I'm a huge Marty, Back to the Future, everything. So
Back to the Future, everything. So how many pops would you say you have? You kind of like told us that you still have a whole wall upstairs, you have a whole wall behind you. How many of those things would you say that you have at this moment?
For just me, I was like, Funko app maybe will know. Because part of this is we technically, now mind you, some
yeah,
people like collect together, but we all have our own individual collections. So, like, the whole house is not my collection. Like, I have my collection, my husband has a collection, my son has a collection, my daughter has a collection. So, like, it's 4 collections throughout the house, if that makes sense.
That it makes perfect sense.
So mine alone, which do not get me lying on which is what or if I've remembered to enter everything, but mine is not really that crazy. Like I'm currently sitting at 250.
Yeah, I think that maybe some of those pops behind you aren't in that app right now.
yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna put that
But
out
you know,
there.
well, and it's hard to keep up with and wanting to scan and find things. And then if you get rid of things like whatever, it's definitely hard to keep up with. But like I said, with our house, it's also like 4 collections in one. So it's still like
Everywhere.
like my daughter's collection is slowly getting wild. She's got like a shelf in her room and it's like almost to the ceiling of pops. So I mean, like they're all over the place.
Are there certain pops you like to take out of the box, or you just leave everything in the box?
I have a few. Like I have my diamond Ursula out because I've done like I did Ariel like cosplay kind of picture with her on my Instagram at one point. I have a couple of my Batman. No, I have actually maybe 2 or 3 Batman out. Batman, because there's several of them.
Batman.
But like some of them, it was because they didn't have great boxes, but they were really inexpensive ones. You know what I mean? So I was like, screw it, let them hang out, have a life, whatever. But it's usually ones that either had a damaged box or something like that, if that makes sense. Like I
Yeah.
have one of the Ninja Turtles out of box, but my son, who is about to turn 7, I think he was like 5 at the time, maybe 6, took a marker, decided to decorate the box. So I was like, this is definitely out of box now. But the majority of mine honestly stay in box. It's very few I choose to have out. And usually if they're out, it's just to look at them or maybe take a picture. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I kind of do a little bit of both. I mean, other than my black light setup up there, but
Right.
yeah, those
Chase,
just
I
had to be
know
out.
my hair. I'm sorry. It was wet. I took a shower, so it's like smaller right
What
now.
did they say? What did he say?
Chase was talking about my hair, but I'm like, I took a shower, so it's all just like.
How do you feel is the best app for Funko pricing, PPG or Funko?
I think PPG stays more current because of
Yeah.
eBay.
Yeah, but I don't really go by either one of those because
You do
both
the
of them.
whatnot.
Well, I mean, I
eBay.
kind of get on Whatnot and see what they're priced at, and then I get on eBay and see what they're priced at. So anytime I'm wanting to get like a price,
Right now.
I kind of go through the sites and kind of see what they have for sale and what's actually sold at that price because
That's real.
both of those are inflated. And I mean, we as just the 3 of us could inflate any pop that we wanted to on any given day. I mean, we could inflate the pop. I mean, all I would have to do is sell it for Chris for $1,000 on eBay. I mean, that's
Boom.
all I would have to do. I mean, and it never has to
Anybody,
make a
anybody can
transaction.
ask for any price.
They
Doesn't
have
mean that they're
actually
right.
proven certain auction houses do this crap. They get
All the
people
time.
to buy stuff,
Mhm.
inflated
Yes.
prices, so it makes the market all wig out, thinking it's now the current value in reality. But I actually agree with you, Wayne. Like that is something I'll do too. If it's like a right now, either sell or buy, I will jump on eBay, or even sometimes look on Amazon because PPG, Funko is one of the slowest. I feel like they're the slowest to actually get up to date. PPG is a little faster than them. Whatnot can be a little faster, but I want to check all the active sales and recently sold. And also, you've got to filter out how many of those are freaking fakes, depending on the pop, too,
Yes.
because some of those prices are like $20 and it's like a $400 pop that's fake and noticeably fake. So I'm like, you really got to whittle through stuff to know what you're doing. So is there a perfect, simple one source option? In reality, no, it does not exist. You got to do your homework, got to do your research, and really kind of check multiple places, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, and even now, after I went to the IndieCon and discovered that the vendors there were selling fakes, even before I bought a pop off of someone, I would look at the box myself online and make sure that it was real. I mean, before I
Yeah.
trusted their word on it, I mean, I would make sure that I was picking up the legitimate pop. Now, that doesn't mean that they can't do the whole like what is it, bait and switch, right? Bait me with this
Yeah,
one and
that's
then
real.
send me. But that's a different, that's a different scenario. There's always going to be people that are looking to be crooks. I mean, so there's always something like that that can happen. But I
But
mean, really, the
Yeah,
but
only way
yes,
I think you can get the prices is look it up yourself.
some of those
very
fakes
much.
aren't
And
even
again,
good
on
fakes.
multiple platforms.
No. Yeah,
What's that, Chris?
some of the fakes that they put out there aren't even good fakes. It's like, man, you
Oh,
can
God,
catch
no.
this a mile away.
Although some of these companies have gotten better and better. So again, it's one of those educate yourself, do some research, especially before you spend good money on something. Or if it's too good to be true, definitely check it out or have someone else check it out for you. You know what I mean? And also, if I buy on sites like eBay or really any of those sites where you can have like ratings and reviews, I want to see a lot of good reviews. You know what I mean? Not
Yeah.
somebody that maybe just started, which I know is unfair, but it's a reality. You don't know how good of a seller they are, or if they just did that to scam somebody. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah,
Right.
I really want to see reputation.
I remember telling Wayne one time, I had a buddy of mine call because he keeps an eye on things for Funko every time, and he found somebody on Facebook Marketplace selling a metallic Dumbo, which it's one of the rarest
Okay.
pops ever. And I was looking at this going, and was trying to sell it for like $500 or $600, and I'm like, dude, that thing's worth thousands.
A lot. Yeah.
And it's not $500-600. So I kept looking at. I mean, mind you, the box was good. He messed up one spot that we eventually figured out. He put the wrong Funko logo because that that pop came out in about 2012, 2013. So they had the original Funko logo on the box back then. He had the newer Funko logo. So he screwed up one spot.
It's the devil's in the details. They say that all the time. Devil's in the details. So
That's
devil's in the
real.
details when it comes to those boxes. I mean, you have to look at them. And I don't know why Captain Spaulding? He seems to
Yeah.
be the biggest knocked off pop
Yeah,
I've
he's
ever
a
seen
big
in my
knockoff.
life.
Oh,
I don't
big time.
I don't
Big
even
time.
understand why. So
And
so
some of those fakes got really good too. I mean, you really have to know what you're looking for. So that's definitely educate yourself for
Well,
sure.
his box is one of the easiest ones to spot if you know what you're looking for. So right in between his arm is a little triangle cutout that none of the fakes have that cutout for some reason. They all missed that little triangle cutout. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen, but
You're like, how?
it's just that little triangle cutout that they missed.
And Simon, you're right. That is a very highly faked
Mhm.
pop, big time. That bank robber Joker, highly faked pop.
I haven't seen the bank robbery.
But yeah, I mean, I do the same thing. You go to eBay, you kind of look and see what what pops are actually selling for, not what
Yeah,
they're
not
being
just
asked for.
listed, sold.
Anybody could ask for anything.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
so have you ever picked up any fake pops?
Me?
Yes.
No. Thank Jesus. I have not yet. But I mean, I'm not usually buying ones that people fake because again, kid thing. Like I ain't buying pops that are crazy up there where like one you'd even lose a ton of money. But so far I have been lucky. But like I said, I'm also really cautious if I'm spending my money. Like I've always been really careful with money, like always. So like I check it out. I really look through. I look through really good reviews. But I honestly really love the exciting, like, I don't know, I love the hunt. So I prefer to get most of these things in person anyway, if that makes sense. So a majority of the pops, I will
Yeah.
go to like local mom and pop shops or the actual stores that we do have. So that also kind of helps avoid that to an extent where you can actually lay your hands on it. You know what I mean? But
And
even
then-
on eBay, I try to buy sellers because I do enjoy eBay, but I make sure they've got like lots of good pictures, lots of views. You can see the whole box. They have tons of reviews, like people that have a reputation, or people that I actively know in the community that I already trust. You know what I mean? So again, so far I have lucked out, but I think I've been cautious to help avoid that as well.
Did you ever buy a pop and get a picture of it?
What? Did you have that happen?
No,
That didn't happen to us. That happened to Reasonable Gentleman,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
What?
He did. We had him online
Oh
on an
my
interview
God.
one time, and he told us that he bought off of eBay the Black Light Ghost Rider, and the dude literally sent him a picture, and he sold it for like 120 bucks.
It's like 120 bucks.
Oh my
literally
God. Well, the
told him a
nice thing with
picture
like
of it.
eBay or sometimes even Amazon, like eBay, if you go through and they have deceptive selling methods, like if it's not extremely clear that that's what they're selling you, you get your money back. So they really do make sure to make it right. And that's one thing I actually like about eBay is even if I was in one of those situations, they make things right. Because I've known people to go through weird situations for whatever reason, and eBay will fix it, period.
Right. Well, I mean, that's good. And I see that we got a comment over here. He's absolutely correct. That Carnage for some reason has been faked a lot
Yeah,
lately.
but
It has been. Well, I mean, one, it's freaking dope looking, and two, people want it, and it's some money. So understand. Yeah.
I got lucky with that because Wayne ended up buying it early on, got two, and sent me one. So he's in the box. So that's absolutely real.
Yeah,
you
mine
wanna-
came straight from Funko. So I'm like, unless they like somehow were trying to get a little fresh with me, it's real.
That's right. That's it. Yeah, mine came straight from Funko. But that was back when we could pick up stuff like that, and the hype wasn't so big on
Yeah.
it. I think that sat on the site a couple of days before it sold out. Now people are going crazy over that pop.
Right?
No, I think that one sold out rather quickly.
Did it sell out really quickly?
Yeah.
Was that one of them that sold out? I don't know at
'Cause
that
I
point.
think I was
picking them up two at a
trying to
time.
get it. That's why I think we ended up trading the red Mando because I was trying to get that and I was pissed off that I missed it.
I was looking at that red Mando today. That's still my favorite Mandalorian. Still my favorite. Did you get the red Mando? No, you missed out on the red Mando. I'm
We were
so
picking
sorry.
up because you had to have at the time you had to have a red card to get it, and my wife has done the red card for years, so I just popped on, bought it. So I teased him for a couple of weeks with it before I sent it to him.
I don't even shop at Target no more.
Yeah, I know
I do, but I've never actually a lot of people tell me to get the card, and I'm like, that's like one more thing that I don't want to take time to do. As lame as that sounds, I'm like, I'm lazy. I don't want to do that. That could be
Weird.
like 2 more minutes that I could be doing anything else. Just saying. Is it helpful? Definitely. But again, I don't know. I'm like, I'm not quite to the point that I'm like, I'm going to invest in this moment.
Well, I just get it. I like what my wife got it because I mean, you always know that at least most of your taxes taken off because you get the 5% off all the time. So if you buy a lot of pops, it kind of comes in handy.
Bye, JKL.
I think I know the word. Have a good night, JKO. I think I know the word. I'm not going to say it out loud. If you could have any superpower, just what would your superpower be?
Healing.
Healing.
100%, like zero question in my mind. The reason is one, being somebody that deals with chronic health issues, my job is helping people with the mental side of health things. So I'm like physically, mentally, my whole life now surrounds around health, if that makes sense. So if I had the ability to heal people, I think that would be epic. And again, touches close to like my gifting and skills and preference in life in general, if that makes sense. So like, no question, I think it would just match me.
I think you're the first person to answer that super fast.
You are.
Because I just know. I'm like, it's it. It's it.
You're the first person that came out with an answer right away. That was also the most unselfish answer I think I've ever
At
heard.
least you didn't try to be, a rich fake superhero.
I mean, I will definitely be like Mrs. Batman. I'll be down, whatever.
Oh, Mrs. Batman. Your
Like,
husband
sorry,
better go
babe.
get
Sorry.
your husband better
Real,
go get
gotta
a
go.
Batman
What's up?
costume. He better go get a Batman costume.
All right, then if we've got a real Batman fan, then put in order all, not including Adam West, put in order from best to worst Batman.
You act like I can think that well. I appreciate that compliment. But I'm like, don't get me lying. Honestly, it just really kind of depends. Because to me, in my brain, okay, again, if you can't tell, I'm fangirl. I'm like, who had the best lips? You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not thinking acting skills at this point. I'm thinking like weird fantasy girl. Like, if I could get that Catwoman outfit from Batman Returns, I told JKL I'd be wearing that on every live from now on. Okay.
Was that
So I'm just
the Meg
saying, you're
Ryan?
looking for logic answers, not person that has mild fantasy problems answers. You know what I'm saying? Different planet.
different planet. Different planet. I like that. I like that. That was a good one though. Like I said, that was one of the most unselfish answers I've ever heard. I've heard some really good answers on that though. I see that Simon over there was talking about collecting plastics and mind control. I thought that was a really good one.
He's a fantastic person too. If you guys, we had him on the show and he was fantastic. I love talking to collecting plastics.
Bearded Barbarian says being invisible. I don't know about being invisible.
I could see that with him. He'd be doing some mischief though. That's not being a superhero. All right.
But if you're gonna be invisible, or do you take the version that is the PG version that most people think? If you become invisible, your clothes become invisible, or do you go the route of The Boys and that dude was invisible, but he always had to be naked?
True story.
I'm trying not to think about Bearded Barbarian naked. Y'all fall down that hole. I'm trying to stay out of that rabbit hole.
That's a very good point. Because all you see is this axe walking around from time to time.
So we haven't figured out that you're a DC fan, and I can respect that because I like both Marvel and DC. What is your favorite line that you're collecting right now? Right now, what is the line that you're after? Is it movies? What is it? Music, rock line?
I'm really, that's the thing with me is I feel like just who I am as a person. Like, even if you would have seen my decorating skills before I was married, I have all kinds of random stuff. Like, my husband's like, I can't deal with this. He now decorates. Okay. So I'm pretty eclectic. I just like what I like. Makes me feel good. Let's do it. Okay. So my collecting's kind of the same way. I don't just go like, oh, hey, here's a line. I'm not a completionist. I'm like, that tickles my fancy today. Let's buy that. So I literally just kind of go with the flow, the moment, what I happen upon, what I see. Like today, for instance, I was like, ooh, Poison Ivy, freaking sexy. Let's buy that. You know what I mean? Hannibal, television, animation. Like, I feel like I have fairly a variety, if that makes sense. Like, I am into anime, so I tend to buy a lot of anime stuff, but I really have a little of, I feel like everything. I've got icons. You know what I'm saying? Like, even some of the lines I'm not even as into. There's some pops that I'm like, these are cool looking, or I enjoy the artistic touch of them, or you know what I'm saying? So we'll just say what tickles my fancy that day, that moment. So not necessarily a like firm track, but that just matches me as a human being.
Fair enough.
That's fair enough. Fair. So you kind of gotta, Wayne, I don't think you're a big completionist much either. You guys always do.
I am not a completionist. My biggest line right now though is going to be movies, and I didn't know that until here recently when I started like reorganizing stuff and getting stuff kind of put together. Because at some point, like you said, you randomly get stuff. So I have like 10 Batmans that are spread out all over the room that I had to like all bring together. And once I started bringing stuff together, then I started seeing like what my biggest like collections was. And right now it's movies. It is not Deadpool, believe it or not. It's the movie line. I have more movie line pops than anything else. I have a lot of Deadpools in my collection, but I mean they're not movies, right? I mean it's just Deadpool.
I really wish they would have made the squirrel Deadpool smaller because I just don't want it that big.
They've made it smaller.
That is so much cooler. That is 10 inches, though.
Everybody keeps saying that, but this is a recycled pop. So this pop is that squirrel pool came out 5 years ago.
What?
It was a 3.5 version. It wasn't flocked. It came out. I don't have it because it's currently kind of expensive at this moment. And then they made the 10-inch version flocked, GameStop exclusive. I mean that is
flocked is like brilliant on that pop.
What do you mean you have to have it? What do you mean?
I just can't do the 10 inches. I'm like, where is the room, guys? You can only have so big so much. Okay, there's a line where you got to bring back down a notch. Just saying.
I agree with that, and one of the funny things is the new Funko albums are touching that line.
They're huge.
If you messed
They're
around and bought
huge.
too many of those, you'd have room for nothing else. So, you know those like the black shelves you have back by well, I don't know if yours are black shelves, but like the one that's back behind me here,
Mhm.
the ones you get at Walmart, it will take up a whole row of that
Wow.
shelf by itself. I mean, it takes up the entire space snugly by itself. I mean, they are that big, and that's one of them that if you're not careful will get away from you. The
Oh, and
tenant
those are so cool. Like I've seen people be like opening them things on like YouTube, and I'm like, they're freaking cool. But that's another one where I'm like, just space reasoning alone, I'm like, I just
yes.
can't cross that line. I just can't get started with that.
They're really, really big, and they're gonna take up a god awful amount of space, and the funny thing is, I haven't seen a single box yet that made it through shipping without getting destroyed.
Mhm.
Even on the inside of them, there's a lot of them that the pops broke and fell off, and they're, like, laid down in there. I for some
Ooh,
reason, they did not ship well, but they also didn't put any packing inside of the boxes. I work at
which
Walmart.
why?
Yeah, I work at Walmart, so they put, like, 6 of them all in a box together without any kind of packing, or they just put them in the box together. They just destroyed them. Just destroyed them.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Teleportation. Teleportation. Yeah, I don't
Because it's
you know
not like those are like $10 pops. You know what I mean?
no,
No,
Like that's a
no.
little
they're
investment
cool as
there.
hell. They're cool as hell if you can find one
They
that's
are
in
cool.
decent shape. But I mean, they're really cool. I think those are definitely strong pops. The squirrel. I mean, I that one just I'm okay that it's a 10-inch pop. That
I
thing's
am
super
too.
cool. And if I was able to get my hands on that, that guy would not be in the box. He'd be
Alright, so
like my best friend sitting right next to me.
No, it'd be so cool. I wish they had a. Let me put it this way: if it was, I didn't even know they had a small one. So you just like my brain, but I'm like, I would want that one flocked. You know, like straight
yeah.
up anything that is like animal or could be furry. I'm like freaking flock all of it. It's just so much better. You know, just genuinely, it's just way more cool.
I'm afraid to keep the flock ones out of the box, though,
Oh,
in fear
same.
that
Oh
I'm
in
yeah.
afraid
fear
they'll
that
screw them up.
dust is gonna ruin them. So I'm afraid to take those out of the box even though I like them. Let me tell y'all a funny story about a squirrel, though. So I have a taxidermied squirrel
Oh yeah,
that's
I know this
it's
one.
wearing a dress.
Oh my god, I want to see this
I
now.
I call my cross-dressing squirrel Larry.
Nice.
Um, Larry is been a part of my house for a long time now. I picked Larry up at an oddity shop. I love oddities. I want a jackalope at some point. I don't have a jackalope, but at some point I'm going to have a jackalope. I had Larry in a paper bag from the shop. So they put Larry in this paper bag. The only thing sticking out was Larry's head that was sticking out of the paper bag. Well, I had Larry in the bathroom, and Larry was hanging out in the bathroom all the way until my wife found Larry while she was brushing her teeth. And Larry got evicted from the house for a long time. So Larry was not allowed to be in the house because she was brushing her teeth, and she looked over and there was a squirrel head sticking out of the box, and she didn't think that was funny at all. I died for a while laughing about Larry scaring the hell out of her. She didn't think it was funny, but Larry has recently made it down here, and I was hoping that I could just grab him and show you. But I guess I'll throw a picture of him up on Instagram after this. So go check out my Instagram after this, and I'll throw a picture up of my cross dressing squirrel Larry. No judgment, no judgment zone.
I'm
Larry,
excited about it.
Larry's pretty cool. So I am excited about this Deadpool squirrel. I'll put him and Larry right beside each other. They'll hang out and chill. It'll be all right.
No, I think those oddity places are freaking like just cool. There's so much weird random stuff that you're like, who even did this? What is
Yeah.
happening here? They're exciting, really.
Well, until they let a tarantula get loose, and then they tell you the birds will find it later. I was like, well, it's probably time for me to go. It's
Yeah, you're
something
like,
about
I'm good. Thanks,
yeah,
guys. Have a
it's
great time.
probably time for me to have a good day. Yeah, I mean, so they're a lot of fun. I like oddity shops. So you were kind of talking about tiny ghosts. Is there something that you collect other than pops?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've got chomps, I've got tiny ghosts. I mentioned like I do like Batman random stuff. Like I have like even like a smooth robe. I've got heck, I even had a small Batman cape my grandmother made me when I was a little girl. Like anyway, I've got Batman stuff. I also love like I don't know, I feel so nerdy. I'm like I like shiny rocks. Like we have like some gemstones, things like that. Not because I think anything magical, they're just pretty. I don't know, like random stuff. My husband says always keep like random things. I don't know, just again, but like I said, I'm one of those where I'm like, ooh, that's exciting. Like I'm surprised I don't have a random squirrel in a dress. You know what I mean? Because it's just like that's fun.
That's right.
You know?
That's fun. Why not? Why not? It's a great conversation piece too. People always, when I ask you about your taxidermied squirrel in a dress,
I told Wayne one of these times he's got to buy one of those life-size Deadpools and just put it on wheels and move it around the house and just have it like right in front of his daughter's door. So when she opens it up,
well, see, I thought about that, but so I have a life-size nutcracker it's probably a little bit taller than me
Oh, I
that
bet you
comes
do.
out. Well, it comes out this time of the year. I mean, it comes out on Christmas, and I put him in front of my daughter's room not too long ago, and she wasn't real happy about the idea that I was startling her as she was coming out. So I don't think that that's something that I will do. I have
right.
I have not fallen down that rabbit hole. I have been afraid to fall down that rabbit hole.
I
Hey,
only have 3 of them. My favorite one is actually the fat kid one because most people know that I am obsessed with food. So he's got a donut.
speaking of donut and little white things, are you going to collect the mini puffs?
I want one so bad, but this is one of those, like I said, I actually like the thrill of the hunt and like just something organic happening. So I'm really hoping I'll just catch one if that makes sense. Like maybe I'll catch one in store. Like it's just my preference. And if I don't get it, guess what? Saves me money. So I'm not going to be mad about it. But yes, I freaking want those mini puffs so bad.
Those mini puffs are awesome.
Just don't go to a Baskin Robbins and
We
ask
don't
the
even
girl
have one,
and ask the girl for one when there's and she doesn't even know what I'm talking about when there's a poster of the goddamn
like
thing
on
sitting
the
right
wall.
next to her.
That's hilarious. But I mean, that was one of hers where she's like, not my job because y'all collectors now are coming up in here for some random moment. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. She's just trying to do her job, you know? But no, we don't even have a Baskin Robbins. So that was never even on my radar. The one I really want is the glow one, even though I wish the glow was more, but I just think that one is cute as heck. I really like the styling of that one. The fire, it's adorable.
Yeah. I like them. I especially want the one with the match. The one with the match and then on fire. That's awesome.
Have y'all seen the movie yet?
Totally.
No.
Yeah.
That movie's badass. I love that movie.
It was super cute. It was kind of weird though, because like they bounce the line between like adult humor and almost like more family, you know what I mean? So it was like it almost felt like movies when I was like a little kid, because back then they didn't really care if it was fully family friendly. No one freaking cared. They're like, let's throw in some curse words, some randomness, some even sexual humor. So it was a little like different because we took the kids. And so my 10-year-old's just looking at me like, because they make like a sexual joke, and my 10-year-old's just like, and I was like, just don't say that's fine, you know, like let's keep watching, you know. So it's a little different because I feel like back in like the 80s, early 90s, that was a little more like normal, you know what I mean? Because a lot of the movies that bounce between those lines, it's a little bit firmer of a line with some more undercurrent adult humor. This one was more a little blatant, if that makes sense.
Well, this one I believe was produced by Dan Aykroyd. Because of course,
but I did enjoy
something
the movie.
good.
I thought it was fun. I liked the way they honored, you know, the member that had passed away. Like I thought they did a good job with that. But it was a fun movie.
Harold Ramis.
Yes, they did. I think they did a cute job. Like I think that was cool. They handled that well, I think.
I agree. It made me want the mini puffs even more though. So now
yes,
I want the
they're
mini
so
puffs
freaking cute.
even more than I did before I watched the movie. It's a good movie, Chris. You should definitely go check that one out.
It's on my list. It's definitely on my list.
So did we get the word?
Yes, I have given all the letters out, by the way. And mind you, the theme was basically what I thought of this stupid holiday con.
This is a great con. I'm telling you, I enjoyed this one. I got my Jimi Hendrix there. Life is good. Life is good. So Les, what do you have going on next week? This is your moment to tell us about your channel.
Yeah,
What do
let
you
us
have
know.
going
Let us know
on?
what if people in here haven't heard
Notice.
about your channel. Tell them about your channel. We're gonna put you up on full screen right now, so let them all know.
I'm about to say, if no one has picked up on the theme, I don't have a theme. We are going with in the moment, what feels good, what's right, what I have.
Hold on.
So,
what did I do the wrong thing?
You know, whatevs, it's fine. We just like, I'll just talk even smaller, you know, it'll just make people have to focus more. They'll have to really pay attention, be like, what's this tiny woman saying? It makes sense. It's fine.
I don't even know how to go full screen. I'm so bad at this.
Here we go.
Oh, wrong one. There we go. Full screen.
No, but I mean, my channel, like I said, it's mostly just me having fun, sharing, collecting, sharing things that I enjoy that make me happy, and collecting is one of those things. So anytime you're on there, it's just meant to hopefully make you smile. And again, just share things that are making me happy in that moment, which again is my collectibles. The majority of the time it is Funko related, but occasionally it's something different. Like occasionally I do like Pokemon. Occasionally I do like a tiny ghost if I have a chomp. So I do some different collectibles on occasion, if that makes sense. And once in a blue moon, I may be eating something because I love food, guys. So that's going to happen. It's just a little all over the place. As far as like plans and a specific schedule, I tell people, if you like tolerating me, then you better hit that bell, guys, because it's just dropping when it drops. Whenever I got time, the energy, the know-how, the whatever, something to share with y'all, I'm going to hit that same day I film it. I don't edit either. We're all raw and real up in here, okay? So just come over, hit that bell, and hang out with me. That's pretty much it, guys.
Yep. Chase did put up your link to your channel, so go ahead and if you are not subscribed to Lass already, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to her. She's a fantastic channel. Lots of laughs, lots of fun. Does lots of mystery boxes, so definitely hit her up and show her some love out there. All right.
Thank you, Zach.
What did he say?
He said that.
Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean?
No, Wayne, I have to tell you this because I think this is really cute and funny. So when me and my husband, like long before I think I was really firm on YouTube or even on YouTube, we used to watch your channel. And I was aware of, you were one of our first like channels we were aware of. And we always called you the good looking YouTuber.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I'm just letting you know, we were like, that's the attractive guy. We'll watch him.
That is hysterical. We're going to watch that one. Oh,
yeah, like he's good looking. We'll watch him talk. Why not?
That is funny. I appreciate
and
it.
Slowly I've gotten into more and more channels and I found more and more people in this community. You know what I mean? But it all starts with like 1, 2, 3. And then really it was when I got on Instagram that I was like, oh my God, there's a ton of us. We're everywhere. You know what I mean?
Everywhere.
But anyway, I just thought that was too funny not to let you know that was your start in this house.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate
that. And then he teamed up with me and it was all over.
Oh my gosh, hush your mouth. Whatever.
Whatever. Chris, what do you have
we
going on?
We appreciate you taking time out and coming and talking with us. Definitely. So, definitely hang, we appreciate time and then everybody get over there and show her some love. All right.
Absolutely. Yeah. We truly appreciate you coming and hanging out with us today. It's been a lot of fun. Chris, what do you have going on next week?
Next week, Wednesday, we had Walt Disney Wednesdays. This will be every week. We've got some more great news. Unfortunately, more, I guess, fights going on, which is seeming to be a weird new trend going on out here at Disney World. I have another bag of 50th anniversary coffee. If you guys want to get entered in that, just go to the replay of this past Wednesday's Walt Disney Wednesday, and you can get entered in. All you got to do is answer the question at the end of the show, which is based on something I talked about. And then next week, I've got a really, really good giveaway, something that people could use for a Christmas gift. You never know. So that'd be something definitely check out. Other than that, videos are coming. Videos definitely are coming. I've got stuff in the works. Just been trying to still figure out the new schedule. So,
by the way, I love people are giving my taco eating credit in the chat. So, yes, I will definitely handle some tacos, guys.
Handle some tacos.
But don't. Hey, again, the noodles. I know I'm down for it.
I'm serious.
Already tried it once.
We need to schedule this.
We're going to see if he's going to try it again.
Oh yeah,
or he's going to commentate.
No, I'll eat it.
I was like, he already signed up. I'll be hunting him down. I'll be like, where are you at? You already said you agreed to this. Come on
I'm
now.
not afraid of those noodles.
It's in stone now.
Those noodles are hot, but they're not that hot. I'm not afraid of those noodles. Hey, but before we get out of here, guys, we truly, truly appreciate all of y'all coming and hanging out with us. Les, we truly appreciate you, and we will see y'all next week. Have a good one, guys.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Sometimes the easiest things to do take the longest amount of time to get done. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that, but before we get out of here real quick, guys, don't forget to go check our channel memberships out. These are both very new features to Mr. TechBot and myself, but we're both very proud that we have made it to this point. So go check out our memberships. The link should be down in the description below. If it's not down in the description below, you should be able to go to any one of our videos and it'll be down in the description below. So make sure you go check that out. It's super cool, fun way to get interactive with the channel. You'll get some really cool icons, some really cool emojis you can drop over in that super chat. You can drop over there in that chat so that you can flex on everybody a little bit. And don't forget that any and all super chats will go down in the description after this video is over. Give us 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes to get it down in there. I mean, we might not be able to do it right away. You know, we've got to eat dinner and still hang out with our family, but we truly appreciate all of you guys, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Have a good one.